Welcome to another edition of BlueSpecs Beer Reviews, and this is going to be the last installment of my Blacktooth beers that I got in that 12-pack maybe like a week ago. I've drank most of it, but I haven't reviewed this last one yet. I kind of been saving the IPA in the pack for last, because I feel like that's going to be the best one, I'm guessing. This beer, however, only gets an 83 on Beer Advocate. The bros haven't looked at it. And like I said, Blacktooth's out of Wyoming. So I didn't really know anything about this brewery until I saw the 12-pack with this. See this logo in silver? I saw that like in yellow on this big 12-pack with 4 different kinds of beers in it. Was really happy to have gotten it. Really been enjoying the beer so far. This beer is 6.1 alcohol by volume. It is an IPA. It looks. I love the label. I do love the logo. I love the labels on these beers. So let's go ahead and get a pour on this one. I'll use my Samuel Smith glass. I'm going to use my Pilsner glass and a certain Pilsner that I have to review. Typically, what I do for these reviews, I'll get like 2 beers, two glasses, so that I can review each, and then just have beer to sip on while I'm playing Skyrim or reading or whatever, just so I don't have to worry about reviewing a beer for at least a little while, so I can just chill out a little bit. But don't get me wrong, I love doing beer reviews. Don't get me wrong on that. I'm sure that you figured that out with all of my beer reviews in my feed, I guess. However, I have to work one more day after this, and then I have vacation for a week. It's my last vacation, and I have a lot of philosophy things I'm going to be doing and releasing this week. My last week, I have to get 2 weeks of vacation because I've been with the company for a good few years, and so my first vacation I went to the cabin, and it was fish and drink, and it was fun. This one, I'm going to stay here. I'm staying here, and I'm going to do philosophy stuff, so because there's been a lot of people who have been saying that I haven't had philosophy stuff in just a little while, so it's going to be coming soon, this week. And also, Beer Snobs United says that my heavy topper is coming in the middle of next week, so I'm having that review as well. So with the appearance, I didn't pour it too aggressively. We have this one little thing on top, this one little sliver, about a quarter finger of a whitehead. So just some lacing that's happening here. The body is fairly clear. It's a little bit kind of hazy. It has kind of a haze to it. It's kind of golden, maybe like a dark golden. Good amount of bubbles, like just a little bit of bubbles going upwards. Let's go ahead and give this beer a smell. Let's see what we have. And the tagline for these beers for the brewery is "Drink the West." And when I first saw that, I didn't know that they were from Wyoming, so I was thinking "Drink the West" is in West Coast, like California, Oregon, that kind of thing. But no, it's "Drink the West" it's in Wyoming, like Western type of thing. And I like that little tagline. That smell is just very, very fruity. Definitely a lemony thing happening, maybe a grapefruit. A little bit of Brady barley malts at the very back end in a subtle way. Does smell really nice. It smells like a bright fruity IPA. It smells very, very nice. Let's go ahead and dive in here. Very nice. This kind of has a really nice, it's really put together very well. And I think that the people at Blacktooth, I need to find more about this brewery out, and I would love to go to Wyoming and I guess go to that brewery, mainly because I like what I've had so far and I want to know more about them. The hops are kind of twofold. There is like a floral thing happening, and there's a very fruity tropical thing happening too. I wouldn't say tropical, but more citrus, like lemon and grapefruit type of thing. Yeah, and there's also a little bit like a floral aspect too. But it's put together very, very nicely, and there's a bit of a malt thing that kind of balances it too at the end there. All in all, this is kind of a, it's kind of a, well, it's a well put together beer, really. Well, I mean, it's very smooth. It's a solid IPA. I mean, it's really a solid. Not the best IPA I'll ever have, but it's really is. It really is a good one. The feel is, can kind of feel bubbles on the tongue. Kind of wet, like semi-wet. Um, very crisp, but also very smooth. Really, really nice finish. Yeah, I mean, this beer I'm gonna go ahead and give an A minus just because it is on the lower end of excellent. There are other IPAs that do kind of make that do have different like things coming out in the profile. Or they have a profile which is kind of like it has a lot of things happening in it. It's like, I guess you could say it's manifold. It's has a lot of things happening in this, but typically when an IPA or any beer really has one, two things happening, they're gonna get a lower rating from me, and if they do taste good, they're gonna get higher ones. But I like beers that have different things happening. This one typically has two. In Hop Wave, there's a subtle maltiness there at the very back. It's on the lower end of excellence. Very, very good. It's almost like B plus. Really, really do like it. But it just kind of falls short of a lot of other ones, I guess is what I'm saying. But I still really, really like what they're doing at Blacktooth, and I'm really have enjoyed this 12-pack I bought, and I would definitely buy more beers from them. Like, my overall thought so far of the 4 different beers I've had from them is I think very highly of them. I think they have some beers which aren't the biggest or the most sought out or the most hyped or the best ones, but they have some great things going for them, and I would love to have more from them. But let me know what you think of Blacktooth, Hot Streak, or any of their beers. Thank you for watching.